I think in an inmate perspective, it can change them either for the good or for the bad.
She's ashamed. What have I become? What have I done? I spoke to the devil today, and he swears he's not to blame. And I understood, 'cause I feel the same. Arms wide open, I stand alone. I'm no hero, and I'm not made of stone. Right or wrong, I can hardly tell. I'm on the wrong side of heaven and the righteous side of hell. The wrong side of heaven and the righteous side of hell.
As an officer, what advice would you give an inmate soon to be free?
The first thing would be try to move to a different place from you last resided, city, or at least a different community, because where you were residing at, the people you were involved with whatever crime you did would know your place where you were staying at. Try to make new friends, new acquaintances. Try to keep busy. I would try to seek employment, just to keep busy, to falling back to your previous steps, the steps that got you into jail. Also listen to your probation officer or parole officer, because they can better guide you to a better, healthier life, physically and mentally. They will probably give you the best advice because they deal with that on a daily basis. And also stay away from anybody that will try to give you any bad advice or try to get you into trouble. Goes back to my first sentence. Just try to stay away from people that will get you in trouble and the ones that got you into trouble.
Why do you think solitary affects inmates?
I think solitary affects inmates also in a good or bad way, depending on how they approach it and how they deal with the situation, as far as like their attitude. It can make them either good and realizing their mistake that got them into solitary to not repeat it again and just finish their sentence calmly, or again it can make them a harder person and just keep on causing more trouble and more fuss. And with that being said, sometimes that I've seen people going into solitary, they'll change for the better and start acting more respectfully towards inmates, towards staff. But then again, I have seen people that have gone into solitary and just remain hard and do not change for the better.
It is not hard to get a job. It's easy to get it. The only thing is that it's not a good job. It's gonna be a job that you really don't want to work on. anytime that you do an application to a job, and if it's important, they'll do a background check. So it's gonna stay with you for a while. Depending on the offense that you do, or a felony, you can take up to 10, or it's just depending on what you do. But for I guess for a good job, then just think about what you're doing instead of just messing your life up. And I guess just to finish everything up, I mean, don't do anything that you're gonna regret afterwards, because if you do regret, if you make your peace inside you, then even though people might not know what you did, you do know what you did.
How have you seen jail change a person?
I think in an inmate perspective, it can change them either for the good or for the bad. In the good, I think it can change them in the way that it makes them realize their mistake of what got them in jail. But also, like I said, it can also make it bad in the way that it makes them harder and want them like that life and stay in that life and not change.
Based on what you see in jail, do you think people change or they remain the same?
I think it depends on the person. Each individual person has its own individual personality. I've seen it where it goes both ways. I've seen some people where they do change for the better. They get their life together. They get a job. They find a career. Go back to being a family man. Take care of their kids, their mother, their father. And just they strive to be a better person day by day. On the other hand, unfortunately I have seen personally many people that after a month or so, they come back, they fall back to their old lifestyle, the drugs, the money, whatever the case may be. They have fallen back to those steps. As much as they want to change, for some of them it's very, very difficult. So it just depends on each person individually, and if they really want it. Like that saying says, if there's a will, there's a way.